question.
Yeah.
Based on what the Texans have right now, and I leave this question open for everybody, how many games do you think they'll win this year?
Right now?
I started out with 10. I'm feeling 12 now.
I'm saying I'm still gonna say 10. All they care about is being treated.
But it's
right.
But, okay. Question for y'all: is it okay for you? Say you all making $150,000 a year, right? And the dude is only making 30, 40, right? But he treats you right and he loyal to you, but he ain't got shit going for himself outside of that little bullshit job he got. Is that okay with you?
So can we go back to integration? Not for the community, but the community churches. We don't even have that no more. That used to be really where it started.
The black community was big in the church, and the churches were big in the black community because you got, and I'm not talking about you.
Of course you're not.
You done got these pastors and preachers who's laying hands the wrong way. And not just on women. You got these preachers out here that's praying on young boys too.
No more, I never pull up with that list in the phone. When I smoke cigars, it ain't just for the show. I'm blessed from the dough and known for my city.
Yo, what's up? It's your boy Pop, and we are back. Big Stick Energy, another episode, and I like to call this the reset. Well, I reset everything, get the guys up back first, then we come with the ladies next week, and we bring them all back together. So we had the ladies and guys last week. We talked about a few things and went from there. But this week we're going to do something a little different. Well, not really different, but just bring the guys back and talk. I want to talk to my fellas. You know, we ain't had no man-to-man, man-to-men talk in almost 2 months. And a lot has changed, and a lot has went on. You know how this world changed real quickly. So before I get started on what we're going to talk about, we're going to go around the room how we usually do. Say your name. We missing somebody right now. We ain't going to say his name, but eventually he'll fall in. If he don't, we know how. We know what it is. So, but we're going to keep this party going. One monkey don't stop this show. Let's go.
H-Town Victor Burks.
All right, what's up, Mr. CEW 72, Chad Williams.
My name is Ardreese, and I'm glad to be here with my fellas.
My name is Les. I am the same. Born and raised in Houston. Happy to be here with the fellas.
Richard Cunningham. Just a joy to be around the men.
Matt Samuelson, Houston, born and raised.
Welcome, Matt. I'm gonna let we're gonna let Mr. Marshall sit in because that's our OG over there. And whenever you need some advice, you go to that man right there. So we're just gonna keep it like that. But whenever you're ready to chime in on the subject, you can.
Thank you very much.
Okay, my man. All right. So with the guys, we always got to start off with sports, and there's a lot of things that's been happening over the past few weeks in the wonderful world of sports. We got the Final Four coming up on Saturday. Big game on Monday. And also on Monday, we'll be here at the Den watching the game on Monday. So we will open a special day just for that. So who the hell we got in the Final Four? No Connecticut, Alabama, NC State, and what's the last one?
UConn.
I said UConn. South Carolina? That's the girls. Guys. We got UConn, NC State, I just heard Purdue.
Yeah.
Okay. And Alabama. The 4 teams that's left in the game, in the big game. And who we going to see on Monday, man? Anybody? Who we going to see on Monday?
The big fella.
Purdue? Everybody got Purdue? So nobody got UConn.
Oh, UConn win it all.
UConn gonna win it all? Hey, you do got a mic next to you. Just pick it up and you want to talk to it? Okay. Y'all giving me boring vibes right now, man.
Not at all.
Y'all, I'm about to cut all this shit in a minute. Just have our ladies just come over here right now, cause I know it's a lot of shit they want to talk about, and you motherfuckers are just sitting there like, can we get some drinks in this motherfucker so they can
Yes,
talk?
sir.
Don't tell
That'll
the boy.
work.
Somebody gonna tell the boy we need the drinks over here $8 and tell them and tell them don't make nothing sweet. Make some strong shit. It's all guys. They don't nothing sweet. No umbrellas, no nothing. Just straight.
No
just
leaves,
straight
no tree limbs.
Alcohol. No fruit. Shit.
No fruit.
Well, y'all killing me. Say, man, y'all killing me right now. We're talking about sports and what we usually talk about, and ain't nobody saying a motherfucking thing over here.
What? Am I the only one who really watched the girls? NCAA. That's where I'm at right now. I haven't watched the guys. I haven't watched the guys too much.
Okay, let's talk about the women then.
Okay,
let's talk about the women. Let's talk about the women.
South Carolina.
Women basketball. Now, I will say this: I enjoy women basketball more.
College basketball.
Women's college basketball
yes.
a lot more, and the reason being because those ladies they play their ass off. And that game the other night, if you didn't watch the LSU and Iowa game. That was one of the best games I've seen in women college sports in a long time. And shout out to Caitlin Clark. Say, man, she's a female Larry Bird. No, she is. She's a female version of Larry Bird, pretty much.
But she can't play in the Big Three, though.
Well, you know, she can make that $5 million real quick.
Absolutely.
Yeah, she can make it.
Yeah, she can make that real quick. But she can make a whole lot more overseas, too. Because she's not going to make it in WNBA. WNBA ain't not paying that much money. But she can make it over there. So what y'all think about the women's NCAA championship coming up?
Pop, is real basketball. I'm sick of these three-point contests, NBA and college guys. This AAU mentality is trash, bro. That's real pick and roll inside game. They driving to the baskets. It's real basketball with these women, bro, and I enjoy it.
My thing is, no, I'm gonna let you talk. My thing about it is, hey, they play hard, they play good defense, and it reminds you of the old '80s and '90s NCAA when those guys, the old Georgetowns and North Carolinas of those days, Syracuse of those days. It reminds you of those days, what Iowa doing, what South Carolina, LSU, and of course Tennessee, UConn gonna always be around. But it reminds you of those days, back in those days when Georgetown and all of those Big East schools used to run college basketball. Did you got something to say about that? Oh, you good?
Well, one thing I like about the evolvement of the whole game, because for the first time in life, you see it's a team concept. It's a team concept. They're doing pick and roll. They're setting picks. They busting shots, and it's a team effort. You may have a player that's a standout, but she can't do nothing without them role players. And that's what Caitlin Clark showed us the other night. That I can go in, but I need my help with my teammates as well.
So listen to him. We got a youngster coming in. He gonna.
Yes,
this is our young part right here.
That's good job, Petty Pat.
All
I'm
right.
on the broadcast.
All right.
Also on the broadcast.
Petty Pat, what you got?
I think about women's basketball, college basketball, which makes it so much more exciting than WNBA is at that point. Well, women's basketball in general, they can't dunk. You don't really see them doing a lot of crossovers. You don't see them doing a lot of that crazy stuff that you see in the NBA. So what those women do is they know what they're good at and they tailor to what I'm good at. I'm not gonna try and play outside of my skill level, and that's what makes I feel like women's college basketball is so good. But with the WNBA, I don't feel like it sucks that women go to it and then with the NIL stuff, you getting paid all these millions of dollars. Now you taking $2, $3, $4 million pay cuts because I'm going from college basketball to WNBA. And a lot of people know the NBA carries the WNBA. A lot of people don't watch WNBA because it's boring. They don't dunk. It's not like something you do a lot of highlights. You see them missing a lot of layups. It's just like, I'm not going to say it's not as exciting as NBA, but people you can't compare it to NBA. And that's what a lot of people do because they're like, well, women should be doing this, women should do it. It's not. It's women's basketball, and a lot of women can't do what men do.
I'm gonna say this before the NBA, to me, that shit is trash now. That's just my opinion.
Yes, sir.
It's something to watch because football season out here. So, but we watch it anyway because it's the NBA. I'd much rather women's NCAA basketball than all the basketball right now. Because pretty much that's all the NBA is. You touch one of them motherfuckers, they, man.
That and what sucks about WNBA is a lot of those women are passionate, right? But when we see those women get passionate, all of a sudden, she too outlandish, she too brash and stuff like that. But when you see men in the NBA do it, he fiery, he excited. Like I feel like it's a sport in general. Stop trying to downplay these women because they're emotional about their sport. And that's what sucks. And with the NBA, it's either you shooting a 3-pointer, you getting a foul, or you dunking, and that's it.
There's no mid-range.
That's all people care about now.
Well, they do a lot of fucking traveling. I
don't even think they call traveling no more.
Yeah, traveling not even in the rule books no more. The motherfuckers walk from one free throw all the way to the other free throw and still lay it up. But here's the question I got for everybody, though, since we're on that subject of women and men's basketball. Do y'all believe or think Dawn Staley will be the first woman to become a coach, to coach men?
Absolutely. I think that she has the career, the influence, the leadership. I think that she will be one of the first ones.
Hold on. Y'all, I don't watch college women's, but I don't really watch women's. Who is that?
South Carolina coach.
Oh, okay.
Coach.
She a damn good coach. I know, and I only know about South Carolina obviously through social media, but I hear a lot of. I don't know. I actually like look up coaches and stuff like that in women's basketball, but she is a damn good coach. And as far as like with a woman coaching men, I feel like in the beginning it's gonna be a big adjustment for men because they like, I got a woman coaching me. I don't know.
Here's what I'm gonna say about that. If all women, if there's any woman in this world that can coach men and be respected, it's Dawn Staley.
What about the coach at LSU?
Thing is, you got one right now,
Moki?
Pop.
Yeah, Moki the same way.
Becky Hammond right now is the San Antonio Spurs assistant
Well, Becky
coach.
Hammond is, but Moki
She'll be there first.
Moki is respected. But I think Dawn will be more respected because
Afro-American.
And she gonna get in their face for real. And I don't think Dawn Staley don't mind fighting one of them. And let's be honest with you.
That's gonna be a big adjustment. It's dealing with the men's egos because I don't think I'm not gonna say a lot of women don't have big egos like that, but when you go into NBA, a lot of those men feel like I'm getting paid all this money. I know what to do. And listening to a woman,
here's the thing about men's basketball. It's pussified already. So
I'm not going to.
I'm just saying, it is. You can barely touch somebody and they call a flagrant foul. Like, I was just saying this the other day. So back in the day, everybody drove the hole and got fouled hard. It's a regular foul. Now you could drive the hole and don't get fouled hard, but they don't want to do that shit. They want to sit outside and shoot threes. Like, the game has changed. They done catered this motherfucking game for these guys to go to the basket. But they don't. They want to sit behind the three-point line and shoot.
Now, I'm not going to say Steph Curry, but Gilbert Arenas talked about this. He said, you got to blame the Europeans because that's how they play in Europe. The big men they not back to the basket players like that. A lot of the big men shooting threes. So, and we getting a lot of those European players to come over here. So now, instead of you getting a Joel Embiid, because I feel like he like one of the last true big men who played back to the basket, even with Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis not trying to post nobody up. He's trying to shoot threes and not, he should be catering to playing as a big man. But it sucks seeing that.
Yeah,
watching the game change, it kind of get a little bit boring because all you see is like, come on, bro, y'all not even playing basketball. You just trying to draw a foul the whole game.
Yeah,
and that shit get whacked.
But him finger always hurting. Him coochie always hurting. Something's always hurting on him. Like all these guys, man. When you and it's no, and I'll try to compare the time, but they played much harder, and them motherfuckers played. They played because they loved the game, and the money wasn't even the same back then. But they played because they loved the game. Michael Jordan played because he loved the game and didn't take no nights off. Now You can have a hangnail, and I don't want to play. Like, these cats, man.
Pop, think what's this thing called? Load management now. You don't even have to be shit wrong with them. It's just that I done played 20 games in a row. It's time for me to take a break. Now I done saved my money all year waiting on the Lakers to come play the Rockets here. Take my kid or something, and LeBron sitting down in street clothes.
That happened to a kid. They traveled from Australia to watch, I think it was LeBron, and he was sitting out that night. I don't know if it was LeBron. Don't quote me on that, but I saw a kid. His parents flew all the way from Australia to watch a basketball game, and a player that they came to see wasn't even playing that night.
But see, that's why I love Kobe Bryant.
I think that's
why I love Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant said there'll be somebody who gonna have their life saved up to see me play. So I want to suit up every opportunity.
Kobe and Mike did the same thing.
Right.
They didn't take no nights off. Even if something was hurting on them, they never took no nights off. They played through whatever pain it was, all 82 games plus the playoffs and the championship games. These cats, man, I just. It's watered down. I can't really watch it no more. I mean, you know what? I'm tired of talking about it. Let's do this, sir. Hey, I'm gonna say this, sir. Me being a Dallas Cowboy fan, I will say this, sir.
Here we go with that.
Listen.
Here we go with that. Here we go with that.
See, now when I try to give some people some props, y'all always on some bullshit. And all I wanted to say is the motherfucking Houton Texans looking good on paper.
I appreciate that, Pop. I appreciate that.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm a football fan first before I am a Cowboy fan. I'm a football fan first. So I'm gonna give the props what they do. I'm not gonna sit there and just I'm not your typical Cowboy fan. And everybody who knows me know that. They know I don't, like right now, I don't give a fuck about them because they ain't did shit. I'm still a fan. I love it. I love them. But they ain't did shit in the offseason to make me feel like, I think right now, if they play the Texans, they get their ass whooped. I'm just being honest with you. If we look at it on paper, yeah, the Texans whooped the Cowboys' ass on paper right now. And it wouldn't surprise me at all. And I don't know if any other Cowboy fans say something different, you're fucking delusional. And let's just be honest with you. That's all. I don't even like Cowboy fans. And I'm a Cowboy fan. No, because I be around them delusional motherfuckers, and that shit just pisses me off. I'll be like, dude, what the fuck are y'all watching? What do y'all see that am I watching something different? Like, honestly.
Every year, the Cowboys fans is this our year. This our year, bro.
I ain't said that shit. Man, hold up. I ain't said that shit in about 20 years.
They said that every year with Tony Romo. Tony Romo was the greatest regular season quarterback of all time.
But here, I'm gonna say this about Tony Romo.
See you later.
If you gave Tony Romo's Dak's defense, Tony Romo win the Super Bowl.
But hey, listen, I can't.
Being honest with you, I'm just saying, Tony Romo never had a defense. Think about it. All them games they played, the scores was 40-something to 50-something, 60 points, and where the defense at? Now, if you'd at least pinched the bitch on defense, you'd have won more games. But they didn't. I don't blame. Everybody say, man, Tony Romo. It came down to the end of the game when you had to if your defense would stop the motherfuckers, you win at least 2 times in the game.
And if Dez would have caught it.
And if Dez did catch it. Dez did catch it. Dez caught it. Dez caught it. But let's talk about the Texans, though. The Texans are looking good. And I'm excited to see what the fuck they gonna look like for real on the field. Barring injury, I want to see what they look like on the field. I think D'Amico is doing a great job. What y'all think?
Absolutely, Doc. I think barring injury, that's going to be the worst Achilles of the year. You know, we keep everybody healthy, but I'm with you. They're looking good. I'm excited about draft day to see what other tricks they got up their sleeve to pull out, you know, to keep preparing this team. But when the media start talking, you know, playoffs and Super Bowl around your team, that So I'm getting kind of hesitant, but they looking good.
What you gotta say, Pat?
All I'm saying is, I'm starting to see a lot of people talking about go Texans go. And
I ain't
the
saying go
motherfuckers-
Texans.
No, I'm just saying, like a lot of people that didn't give a fuck, they made fun of the Texans, this and that. But I'm happy to see a black man, D'Amico Ryans, doing. They letting him, and I'm pretty sure the people say, "Oh, the GM." No, I guarantee you, D'Amico is in that office approving what they got going on, and they got a hell of a defense on paper now. That D line gonna be crazy, and that now you give C.J. Stroud more weapons. That's watching what he did last year was impressive. Him being a rookie, and then now. You didn't gave him some Ferraris, so I want to see bro go crazy.
And listen, I don't hate the Texans at all. They just not my team, but I would love to see them win because it's good for the city, and of course it's good for business over here at Quad. It's great for business. So when they winning, the whole city is into it, and then we can have watch parties for the Texans and everybody can be here. So I would love for them to win business-wise, but I don't have no gripe against the Texans. I don't want nobody to ever feel like I do, although I'm a Cowboy fan. I think two Texas teams should be good, should represent the state. Somebody should come out of the state and represent us because we ain't had nobody in 30 years. But I'm excited to see what's going to happen with this here. D'Amico is doing a great job, and all hats off to D'Amico Ryan. I think he's doing a hell of a job. Anybody else got to say something on that?
I got a quick question.
Yeah.
Based on what the Texans have right now, and I leave this question open for everybody, how many games do you think they'll win this year?
Right now?
I started out with 10. I'm feeling 12 now.
I'm saying I'm still gonna say 10. I'm gonna
It's
say
not
10.
a good number.
I'm gonna say 10.
A solid 10 for me.
Solid
Yeah,
10.
yeah,
Solid 10.
Solid 10.
Let me look up the schedule, bro. Let me look at the Texans schedule.
It's also
Hold on, but barring injury. Hold on, go ahead.
It's also going to be tough in the second year. C.J. Stroud, he has a good future ahead of him, but now they have the tape to study and see what he's going to do. So hopefully D'Amico Ryans can come up with a strategy that's going to counteract whatever the defenses are going to throw at him. I know we got a new recent signing that's good from the Bills as well. So it's going to be interesting, but it's not going to be a rosy path to 10 wins.
And honestly, that trade, so Dallas couldn't make the trade because he was really trying to go play with his brother. Stephon was trying to go play with his brother, Trey, in Dallas. They couldn't make it. But I think what it was, it really came down, they wanted to be close to each other. So being right down the street, that ain't shit. Your brother in Dallas, you in Houston, it's not a bad deal for you. So I believe that's why that trade happened. That's good for Stephon. That's good for Houston to have Stephon Diggs. He's a big-time player, and hopefully him and CJ could be on the same page with that. Anything else about the Texans we need to talk about, man?
I'm looking at their schedule right now. They got Dallas, Minnesota, Kansas City, the Jets, Patriots, Colts, Jaguars. The Texans should I'm not going to say easily, but you could see a 10-win season again and them have a deep playoff run. They should, like we said, barring injury, because that always sucks. You have a good team on paper, and then
the injury happens.
Yeah.
Somebody gone for the season. Somebody gone for some key weeks during the season.
Because that's what happened to Tank Dell, and the Texans missed him a lot in that playoff game.
And it hurt him.
CJ went out for 2 games with a concussion, so
Yeah,
that record could have been even better.
Yeah. CJ went out. So barring injury with the Texans, I think they'll look good. I think it's the key players that don't need to miss the season. Key players. Now, one thing about it, you still got number 15 to look out for in Kansas City.
Can't bet against him.
Fucking number 15 is a bad man. To me, he the best in the league, hands down.
No doubt about that.
He's the best in the league. What I tell you before the playoffs started, so everybody was counting them out.
Different man in playoffs.
Everybody was counting them out, and I told Vic, I said, don't be surprised, number 15 holding up that trophy again at the end of the year. And what happened? And Vic came to me, he said, boy, you was right. I said, shit, number 15, a bad boy.
I'm going to tell you what happened. Dre Greenlaw got hurt, and the game changed. When Dre Greenlaw got hurt, that changed the entire narrative of that 49ers defense because that's one of their key players at linebacker. Him.
Shit, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah. I'm sorry.
She say she's going to see. You got a mic. You got a microphone. Oh yeah, she a Niners fan, y'all.
Oh, we know. Yeah, we know.
But I feel like that was a big blow to the 49ers defense when Dre Greenlaw went down. Because before that, they was taking Kelsey out the game. He was null and void in the first half. And then you saw him go down, and then the game just changed. Now you start seeing him open all the time across the middle.
Not only that muff punt. That started the decline of that game once he muffed that punt. And once that happened, it just went downhill from there.
Notice how ironic that is? He's special teams. They always say special teams is a key piece of
it's one of the most important things.
It's a game changer.
It can change the game. But like I said, Kansas City next year, you cannot count them out. Baltimore is the Texas Achilles heel. For whatever reason, they cannot beat Baltimore.
Because the Texans didn't have no linebackers this year. Henry To'oTo'o was hurt. Now they got Al Shazier. He a damn good linebacker. He gonna teach them those two young linebackers that the Texans got. He gonna show them how to be key pieces on their defense. They got a damn good pass. They got two damn good pass rushers now. The guy we got from Minnesota and you got Will Anderson. So yeah, the Nico, what's his name? The Nico Autry. So I can't wait till the season start, bro.
So we safe to say the Texans will win that division.
For sure.
Barring injury.
Jacksonville don't know what they got going on. Anthony Richardson, Colts coming off an injury, so they don't know what they're going to have with him. And it's nobody else in that division, really.
Tennessee ain't got shit.
Tennessee, they don't have a quarterback.
Yeah, they ain't got shit.
You got the pieces there, but you don't have a quarterback. And you don't have an offensive line.
So besides the people,
Will Levis not.
So who is it?
The people in their division, only other teams they got to worry about the teams are outside of the division. So of course we know if they go undefeated in the division, they win the division. And right now on paper, we don't see nobody in that division that could beat them. What you got to say, Cunningham?
Who's a threat to the Chiefs right now in the AFC?
On paper, the Texans. On paper, the only team in the NFL right now on paper would be the Houston Texans after all the stuff you can see in free agency. And you can't say nothing else because nobody else has done what they've done, not even close.
So this is how I know the Texans have got into the forefront of everything. Do you anybody here follow Scooter Magruder? It's a guy on Instagram. He does every week after the Cowboys play. He does a thing with the Cowboys, and he does some stuff with some college teams too. And he's never done anything with the Houston Texans until yesterday. He does something with them. In fact, let me look it up. His name is Scooter. I want to say Scooter Magruder or some shit like that. But if you look him up, he got a lot of content when it comes to Scooter Magruder. That's his name. You look it up, Scooter Magruder. If you look him on Instagram. So he has a lot of different content with different teams, sports teams. He never done with the Texans until yesterday. He did one with the Texans yesterday, and I thought it was pretty cool. So that kind of lets you know that now, Vic, when we talked about the other day, that they're going to get some primetime games, a lot of them now.
At least two.
Nah, I think they get more than two now.
Might get three.
I say more than two now.
Yeah, they'll get more.
They'll get more primetime games now.
Yeah.
So
they should for sure. At least one Monday night game.
At least a Monday night game.
A couple of prime times otherwise. Thursday night game, maybe
yeah.
Sunday
so
night game.
what's the odds of them getting 3 primetime games.
Say about
No,
60%.
they got the Chiefs on the schedule, don't they?
They got the Chiefs. They got the Cowboys.
They might get them too, definitely.
They got Buffalo.
Oh yeah, that's a rematch there with Diggs. So yeah, they're gonna probably put all 3 of them on.
So that's 3 games.
Yeah, that's money games there.
They're gonna get 3 just because of the free agency pickups. Just because the Texans is all everybody talking about right now in sport in NFL. Like with outside of the Cowboys not doing shit in free agency, they talk about the Houston Texans and going crazy.
Yeah, they talking about the Texans, of course. Of course. So we got 3 games. Remember that. The schedule come out next month. Texans will have 3.
This
May.
month. This month.
No, it's May. It's May. No. The draft is at the end of the month. It's hours after the draft. It's after the draft. So remember that. 3 primetime games for the Texans this season coming up, at least. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take a quick break, and I got some drinks coming up for the fellas. To the point I want to drink, but I'm not drinking. So I found an app.
Yeah, boy.
That somebody, one of the guys showed me this app. We're gonna talk about this app. Ladies, y'all want to hear this shit in a minute. So we're gonna be right back with this app.
I never pull up with that list in the phone and I smoke cigars. It ain't just.
All right, check it out. It's your boy Pop. We back at Big Stick Energy. Big Stick Energy is brought to you once again by Brock Brand, also Quad Houston, and the Den Cigar Lounge located on 4608 Almeda. So, the app was brought to me earlier. You might want to download it. It's called, let me look it up. So the app is called the Female Delusional Calculator.
Wow, really?
Well, it's got to be the female.
Wow, really?
It's called Female, and Les, could you explain a little bit more about this female?
Wait a minute.
Don't call me out like that.
I mean, just because we all got it now. Everybody putting it in their phone now.
Well, just to be clear, ladies, they have a male delusional calculator also.
I'm
all right.
definitely look
So
that
basically,
one up.
what it does is it gives you it asks you questions of the man, the type of man that you want, and it gives you the percentage of your chance of getting that man. So,
For example, let's
just walk through it.
Let's just walk through one.
Let them answer the questions, and then we'll, yeah. Yeah.
Ask for questions.
No, on the app.
Oh,
You
okay.
got it
So
up?
y'all got it?
I just pulled the app up. I just pulled the app up.
All right. Pull the app up. Go ahead.
I
Go
got
ahead.
it. Hold on. It says marital status, married or unmarried.
For the man.
Oh, unmarried. Oh,
All right, let's say unmarried. Let's just say unmarried.
Unmarried.
This the female one though.
Yeah, that's right. That's
Yeah,
right.
that's right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. So all right, click unmarried.
Yeah, unmarried.
All right, race, black, white, Asian. Or any shade.
y'all can't answer that question? Preferably black.
All right, there you
I'm
go.
asking y'all the questions. You gonna
Black.
answer?
Black.
I'm gonna put the answers in here. All right. Female delusional calculator. Hold on. Wait. What is this? Is this the weight?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know if that's the weight or.
Hold on.
Put in your height.
No, hold on. Here we go. I got it. Check it out.
What we want?
That's a different one. Okay.
6'3" and
so
up.
What age of the man that you want? What's the age range?
At least 5 years and a 5 year spread
Both ways.
Well, what's 5 years?
of 5 years. You are
5 years from what?
What's
45 to 55.
45 to 55. All right. Let's just say.
All right, 40 and up.
Sorry, I'm 41. I just heard.
So 45 to 55. Okay.
Yeah.
Now you want him unmarried, obviously. Okay. Race, any color or shade, white, black, or Asian. Okay. And what's his height? What does his height have to be?
6'3" and up.
No, ma'am. At least taller than me with my heels
Okay, let's
on.
just
So
say-
I'm gonna say I'm 5'4",
5'10".
so 5'8", or maybe 5'10" and up. Long as
right.
taller with my heels on.
6 foot and up.
Let's say 6 foot.
6 foot and up. Everybody,
say 6 foot.
Well, not everybody.
We just trying to keep it standard.
Me over here. I'm 5'8" on me.
We just trying to keep it standard for all of y'all. That's all. So now, what would his weight be? Ideal weight for.
80 now, because I like a little oomph.
180? That's skinny.
He light. That dude light ass.
205.
Huh?
Go 205.
205.
205. 210.
210. All right, 210.
Now y'all talking about 6 foot.
So now, what's his income?
That's why I don't do this kind of shit.
He needs 6
Income.
Income.
there you go.
Income.
But what? I mean, just be more specific. 100,000. All right.
100,000.
Y'all we didn't have to ask y'all that. We knew that.
We already knew that. All right, now.
All right, listen up.
Now, what's not on here is your attraction to him. Now, it shows that in data that I've seen that women are only attracted to 10% of the men that are out there. So now, right now, you have a 5.1% chance of having that man. And if you take 90% of them away that you're not attracted to, you have less than 1% of having that man.
That's only African American, right?
He need a side.
He gotta have
a side tooth.
Oh,
he gotta have all. Oh yeah.
You know that little jagged motherfucker
So listen, I thought that was really funny. Now, ladies, next week we're gonna do the women. Okay. Obviously for you guys, I just thought it was hilarious because every woman wants a certain type of guy.
Majority of women want the same type of guy.
And majority of women want the same type of guy. But the question is, you want this guy, and chances are he's not really out there. I mean, if he is,
right,
he either married or gay.
He's married, gay, or something's going on with him. So, like, when you do get him and do have him, do you think he's going to be that?
Whoa.
Or, like, because guys who make over $100,000.
No, stop it.
A lot of guys that make over $100,000.
It's called options. They got options.
There we go. It's the ones that's making 50.
I said 75. Come on. Give us a little.
So okay, let's do this up. If you got hold on, listen to me. If you got a guy that's making $40,000 to $70,000, he's not gonna cheat on you.
40.
Listen to me. Listen. And if you got a guy that's making 75 to 125, yeah, he may. Chances are he's gonna cheat on you. Anything over that, you know his mistress. That's just what it is. That's just what it is. Anything over.
The 40 to 75 still cheap. They just need a place to live.
We call them bullwinkers.
So let's.
So the gentlemen who make around 40,000 to 70,000, they generally do cheat too, but they usually, they don't have a place to live, so of course they're gonna stay with somebody.
Why do you say they don't have a place to live?
Because they're struggling at 45,000.
Listen, in Houston, you can live off that though.
Yeah, you can
by
live.
yourself. By yourself.
But think about that though. If you a man going, you don't want him living by himself. I'm pretty sure he's gonna be living by himself anyway.
So then when he
but
gets
if he
with
making
that
40,000,
woman,
listen, think about it. Yeah, you said by yourself, but if he making 40,000 and he living with his mama or his grandma, he good.
Yeah, he's good, but we're talking about for us to date him.
Yeah, but
we're not gonna.
Well, here. Look.
But see,
hold on.
He's not gonna be able to take care of both of us.
But think about this: you as a woman, right? You want a man to have all this shit. He need to be 6 feet tall. I need to make 100,000 a year. I need to be this. I need to have all this shit, right? But then when it come with the women, oh, I got kids. I don't want no nigga with kids. I don't want no nigga with baggage. Blah 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 blah. Y'all don't want us to have shit going on with us, but y'all will have a boatload of shit going on with y'all, and y'all expect us.
All right,
to
listen. Now listen. Hold on. Listen. Now I'm gonna say this here. That's your age group.
Right.
Anybody? Hold on. Listen to me.
What's my age group?
Any woman between in the 30s. Any woman that's over 40, all they care about is your kids grown. That's it.
Well, my age group of women. What I'm
But your age group of women, yeah, I can see that. But any woman over 40, is your kids grown? That's the question they gonna ask. Because they don't want to fuck with no little kids. Because more than likely, they kids are grown too. So it's a difference. So I understand what you're saying, but if yeah.
I feel like even still, like with some older women, I'm not saying I don't want y'all to get offended because then y'all try to bum rush me. But you still as a man, we still deal with that regardless of whatever the age range is. And I understand y'all women, older women, y'all be wanting a dude to have his own place, his own job, blah, blah, blah. But what about the men? My daddy 5'6", right? I can't grow to 6 feet tall. Ain't nothing I can do about that.
He set you up. He set you up.
Hey.
Wait.
We can't control it.
You gotta talk on the mic.
These same women will date Prince, okay? 5'2" with heels on. So yeah, so save all that 6 foot stuff.
Okay, but we not.
That's
So
not
Prince
true.
is a whole different thing.
Right.
Dating a Prince. Well, we say on Prince, he got the money to shit. That motherfucker date whatever it is. Yeah, his money. He can stand on his money. He gonna be 7 foot tall. But
Pop,
go ahead.
These hardcore standards that are rock solid with women often fluctuate once you introduce money. Like you said, it don't have to be Prince. If she know that guy have money, he could be Mugu Gorilla and pull the baddest one because of his cash. So a lot of these standards, it fluctuate with women according to who the man is, you know.
I just feel like I feel like this. When we're tall, it's just different, and we're not putting no shade on men that are not as tall as us. Okay?
Just so you know, that's body
And
shaming.
the other issue,
And
go ahead.
money for me, I'm only speaking for me. Nobody ever wants to be with someone that makes less than them. But if you have qualities in you and you working and whatever, and I'm making the money or whatever it is, you're working together with someone.
Okay, here's the thing
Again,
about
it's age again.
All right, so y'all taking over the show right now.
Can I ask a question?
Let's take over the
Can I ask her a
show.
question?
We shouldn't have never put that mic over there. Go ahead. Hey, go ahead. Say what you.
So Slim, let me ask you a question though. So take away your height. Let's just keep it 1,000. All right, let's take away height being involved.
Okay,
Let's talk about money and realistics about taking care. We live in a society where basically there's 4 people that exist in this society. White man, white woman, black man, black woman. Take away all the Mexicans and all the immigrants. It's really us. So now we know that in this society there's another man with his foot on all of our neck in here. No matter how much money I make, he can bring that back down in a heartbeat. And we see that every day in the media with all our top entertainers or politicians or whatever. Once they get a certain height, they can be brought back down. So ultimately, you said you wouldn't date, you want somebody to make more than you. And I get that. But if you were a doctor and you brought in $175,000 because you was a cardiologist, and I worked with the city of Houston in the public works, and I made only $78,000, would you not date me? And if you did date me, would you have less respect for me because you made more money than me?
I'm going to answer for me and me only. I am a woman. If you treat me how I'm supposed to be treated and you're not out here just doing the most, I don't care how much money you make. I'm making the money. We're together in this. That's me. I'm not speaking for nobody else. You got money hungry people because they money hungry. I need somebody that's going to be there. If I get sick or if whatever's going on, you got me and I got you. A lot of men don't understand. There's still women out here that really want a solid dude. Okay? If you under the height requirement, that's just something I prefer. But if someone comes into my life that's down for me, I really don't care. Because at my age, I'm 56 years old, and I'm speaking truth. There are not a lot of men out there that want a woman like me, okay? Because they think, well, what's she coming with? I think she lying. She look like she got this, that, and the other. I can't compete. Don't judge me on what I look like, because if I look like a mud duck, she look like a mud duck.
Slim.
Okay.
Slim, I got a little person for you.
But so Slim.
He's gonna treat you. Hold on. He's gonna treat you right. He's gonna love on you. He makes about 70,000 pesos a year. And they call him. Hey, and his nickname is Long Dan.
Long Dan.
Hey, I don't know, but no, I understand what you're saying for real. Basically, so the age difference is when you get to a certain age, women want
security, sense of security.
Sense of security. Not only that, all that superficial shit that you used to want when you was younger, you don't want that no more. You just want somebody who's going to treat you right and do the right things for you.
But in my age group, it's different.
So of course your age group is different because they not there yet. So they haven't hit those walls. They haven't hit the bullshit niggas that come into their life yet. They haven't gotten there. But once you get to a certain age and you done seen and heard all the bullshit, at that point you kind of as a woman, I'm pretty sure that's what you're saying. As a woman, you feel like, you know what? I just need a motherfucker that's gonna do right.
But how?
Pop, I'm telling you.
Go ahead.
That sounds exactly like the argument Kevin Samuel was making. But because of all of the hype and the blow up about it, the message got lost in all of that clutter because he's saying, okay, ma'am, you're 45, 50 now. You can't have the mindset of a 25-year-old and think that you're still going to compete with this $100,000 guy. And he got blasted for that, which that's the exact same way you said it. Now, he said it in a much different way.
Yeah.
But it was the same message.
Same message.
And so a lot of women, I can have anybody I want, and no matter what, I got this standard. But ma'am, come on now, let's be real.
No, because the guys that do have that type of money,
they not going. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Men with all that money not going for older women. I'm sorry to say it, like with men with a lot of money, they not going for older women like that. They want a young one. They want a young woman.
But see, that's the understanding thing of a woman over 50. A woman over 50 don't give a fuck about that. Majority of them don't. They don't give a fuck about that. All they care about is being treated.
But it's
right.
Okay. Question for y'all: is it okay for you? Say you all making $150,000 a year, right? And the dude is only making 30, 40, right? But he treats you right and he loyal to you, but he ain't got shit going for himself outside of that little bullshit job he got. Is that okay with you?
So at this age, I'm 48, right? Entrepreneur, doing things. If I do meet someone and I see that they do have the drive, the endurance, the work ethics, not, lacking self-motivation, I will work with that person. If I know that this person is really trying his best, he's not out in the streets partying and all that because he's focused, of course I would. But he have to be 6 feet and up.
Yeah, so I hear women say that, and I believe me and Slim, we had a conversation about the potential. Women say, well, if I see that potential in him, I can work with him. Okay, I have a lawn service. Let's just say that. I'm a lawn guy. I have 2 mowers, and I got 1 employee, and I'm satisfied with that. I'm happy. We're making money. I'm doing good. But she see, you should have 5, Chad, But Chad is satisfied where he is. So that I believe that's where that clash in motivation is going to come.
So listen, listen to me. So what happens is when women that does that, a lot of women of a certain age feel like maybe you could do better or more because they see it in you. They see the potential in you. A lot of them do. Now you do got some women out there say, "Nah, we need to do this because we need more money." No, that's the motherfucker you don't want to be with. You want to be with the motherfucker that's gonna say, "Look, let me take a look at what you got for your business, and let me help you with your business, and let's see what we can do to grow. The key word is we.
But see,
And
that's
grow.
the key word, Pop.
Yeah.
I'm saying if we agree on it, that's great. But if he agrees to have 2 instead of the 5, then as Coco said, well, maybe that's a decision y'all need to make, you know. But because he's not meeting her standard that she set for him, but he's his own man. He wants.
Can I say something about that? Real talk, you know. This is so surreal right now because what's happening with the whole game and layout right now is that now you open up the door to men saying, I don't want to be with you. I want to get myself together first. And what happens is that when it happens, that extends you guys out from a potential mate that can be happening right now. And so what happens is that when you're older, they're not, he's right. They're dating down. You know what I'm saying? They're dating at a younger, because right now you're dealing with women who are saying to themselves that there's 2 type of women that's going through psychological emotions. One is that the woman who's not married, I want to be married. And the woman who's married don't want to lose her husband to somebody else, right? So it's 2 struggles right now. So when it comes down to financial, like she said, Coco said earlier, you got to find somebody who fits you. Because if I got to have my money, one thing about money, it changes. I mean, it could be a terminal illness, right? It could be anything changes. So just because my money changed, I lose the person I love. So you got to find who fits you morally, spiritually, intellectually, and not just physicality. Because guess what? We up today, but we down tomorrow. But I don't want to feel like I'm going to lose you because something happened in my situation. That's all I'm saying.
Can I chime in on that one?
Yeah, go ahead. Hold on. Go ahead. No. All right, go.
I wanted to actually, I'm so glad you said that because I was going to say, I'm going to direct this to Slim since me and Slim just met. I'm just going to direct it at her. So like I'm 50, about to be 53, right? So I just lost a sister 2 years ago at 42 years old. She had just got married, her first marriage, his first marriage. They popped out 2 quick kids, 3 and 1, and then the Lord called her home. And I actually mourn more for my brother-in-law than I mourn for me because he not only lost his wife, he lost his love of his life. You know what I'm saying? I had to step out of myself as a man, as her brother, and go, damn, that dude lost the love of his life. Like, he said, man, your sister had me turned out. And I was like, so, like, I have a questionnaire. When I meet a woman, I ask her 7 quick questions. And 3 of them are hardcore, like your father figure, your mama, what type of mama, have you been touched the wrong way, astrology, orientation, how sick have you been? Because right now, we moving into the age where we got classmates that's dropping off the planet. We seeing people that's just barely above us in their 60s dropping off the planet. And how much time? We don't have this time no more to date for 7 years and realize you ain't the one. And then we back here on the dating app at 60 years old. So one of the key things we got to do at this age that's halfway to the grave, if not close, as I say, is, hey, when I'm looking at you, Slim, and I'm going, okay, I like this sister, she's attractive. Can I see her bathing me in a couple years, or maybe changing my clothes, or maybe can I see myself putting on her diaper or feeding her because she can't do it anymore? You know what I'm saying? I have to think. I had these discussions with Leslie. I said, man, you know, we getting older, man, and our time is winding down. And I'm not saying any of us hopefully get any of these ailments, but I'm watching the elders above us. And these are the real things outside of, like my man say, money come and go. At this stage, what do you really want? You want somebody to watch the sunset with? Yeah, in other cultures, they don't want older women. I've been in the Middle East, and they like, after a woman gets 35, they don't want you no more. But if we hear, we got to have real hard discussions at our age about the time that's left. And how can we enjoy that? And we got so many problems between our black relationships right now stemming from our 1990s hip-hop pop culture. I'll say this in front of y'all. I apologize. We should not have started calling y'all bitches and hoes in the music. That created a vibration that these elders tell me that's how we lost y'all. We lost y'all with the pimping in the whole phase. And then now women embellish being more masculine than feminine.
Man, you started on the next thing I'm about to talk about.
All right.
You started on the next thing I'm about to talk about. Because
say, man, what high school you went to?
I'm glad you said that because we gonna go
Madison Marlin.
Madison.
No.
Madison.
Come on, Pop.
You started on something that I was about to go into. That's all right. That's fine. Slim Thug said something the other day about our women becoming more masculine than the men. And that is a true fucking question. Even in our music, I believe that the women rappers are more harder than the guys now. That's just me. Everybody got a different opinion about it.
The elders said that was going to happen in the last days, that everything was going to be upside down.
And a lot of these niggas out here, and I can say nigga now since the white boy gone. A lot of these niggas out here are bitch ass niggas now.
Softer than a box of medicated cow.
Like, I've never seen so many motherfuckers just do bitch ass shit. Like, hold on, we're gonna get into why. But it's fucking amazing to me.
Right.
And not only that, a lot of these same bitch ass niggas that's doing bitch ass shit laying on their backs for other niggas. Let's just call it what it is.
Hey.
No, for real. For real. So all I'm saying is, somebody told me it's in the food.
Nah.
Some people say it's in the formula.
It's in the formula. That now the toughness of a man ain't there like it used to be, man. At all. I'm getting to the point. I want to go hunt for my own food because I don't want these motherfuckers contaminating what I'm eating.
Go ahead, Pat.
Like, for real, man. We got too many bitch assness going on.
Right, go ahead.
Pat, what you got to say?
I'm piggyback on that. It sucks seeing how shit went from the 90s to the 2000s to how it is now, because back in the gap, we was younger. Niggas gonna fight, right? We'll fight, and then that was it. Now niggas get beat up. They want to go kill your family. They want to go shoot you. They want to do some weak ass shit. Niggas don't even like fight no more. They'd rather pull out a gun because they feel like, all right, nigga, I'm gonna scare you with a gun or whatever. I'm gonna do this to. And I just saw a video the other day with two dudes. They fought it out like fists. Nobody jumped in. Nobody did nothing. They just watched the two dudes scrap. And I was like, bro, what happened to them days when you look in the comments? Everybody like, bro, hands down, this is some, you know what I'm saying? Some old school shit, some bare knuckle fight without nobody jumping in. Nobody pulled out a gun. Nobody did nothing. Like, right? They fought, and that was it. They let the shit go, right? And now, I always be saying this light-skinned nigga energy, but I just feel like with the way men are today, it comes back to having fathers in our life. A lot of men, they don't have their father in their life. They don't have their uncles. They don't deal with a father figure in their life to try and help them out with a lot of shit that they got going on. And then they around a bunch of women, and you start having female tendencies. And we always say that, nigga, you got female tendencies, you acting like a bitch, right? About a lot of shit. And I feel like that's one of the main reasons.
Yeah.
Well, it's not the fact that their father's not in their lives, because it's proven that black men have more intimate time with their kids than any other race of man. Right. It's the dominant person in the household. That's what?
Yeah,
that's
but
the
you
cause
saying
of
dominant.
it right
You
there.
saying dominant time. So that means the fathers that are there.
The dominant parent.
But you know when you think about it, when you talk about beta men, right? We talking about beta men. But you gotta be real with it. Who raising the beta man? Single parents,
exactly.
The mothers, right? So masculinity is transforming itself into domestic violence, because what happens is that when you don't have no mentorship passed down, now the woman is creating the narrative of what a man. I want a man's man. You know, man's man. And so when that person starts to translate what is a man's man, I mean, because first of all, honestly, I'm 47 years old. I don't curse. I ain't cursed since 1996, so I would never curse a woman out, right? Because I don't curse myself, right? But since if I got to act ugly for your affection, I'm going to change my direction. I'm sorry, because I have self-discipline. And so if I got to act out of character, because this one woman told me on the podcast the other day, she said, I want a man that'll fight for me. My man to fight for me. I said, first of all, you're not the opposition if you're my woman, right? So what are we fighting for? So we got to train that narrative to turn it around, because we talking about dysfunction now. we talking about, oh, he loves because it's based on dysfunction. Oh, man, you know, she be checking my phone. She be acting a damn fool, but that turn you on. That's dysfunction.
But Drees, what's their favorite show on TV? Love and Hip Hop. Like, it's nothing. It's all the bullshit that going on TV. And women, they eat that shit up, and that's what type of
Who
relationship.
like Love and Hip Hop?
I'm just saying, like,
But
the women. But
The women, the bullshit, that bullshit
that's
ass
the shit
shit.
that they be watching. The
But
toxic ass
to piggyback
relationships.
off what you said, first of all, why would you want to put your man, this person that you love and involved with, in that type of position where he has to fight for you? There you go. Don't ever put your man in a position where he has to fight for you. Put him in a position where you respect him, he respects you, and when y'all go out together, it's no need for all that. Y'all supposed to have a good time with each other, go home, fuck, and go to bed.
No, I get what he's saying, but I want to clarify. What you're saying, fight for you, was that meaning as far as a physical confrontation with another person, or fight her to get her? Because women sometimes say this thing, I want somebody who can handle me. Yeah. And I want to make it very clear, y'all missing the point in that, because men don't want to have to fight you in order to be with you, and that whole misconception of I need a man that can handle me or handle me. What? No. My masculine energy deserves feminine energy, so it shouldn't be a fight at all for me to want to be with you. That's what attracts me to you,
especially the women that say,
because think
too
about
much
it.
For you.
The most beautiful relationship a man has ever had under normal circumstances is gonna be with his mother. He never had to fight with her in order to get her affection.
Right.
And so we gravitate to that kind of energy coming from, oh, you married, he a mama's boy. It's an anti-concept with women, but use that to your advantage. We love the easy path to your heart. And that's why men often wonder why, what's the bitch look like, who you cheated with? Then you look at her, she ain't this, but she found that path to his heart with your fine ass.
Can we go back to the
Hold
boys?
Mike, go ahead.
So one of the things, back to what Leslie was talking about with boys, both Leslie and I were raised by single mothers. All right, me and Leslie been knowing each other since high school, and neither one of us had female tendencies by no means. Because one of the biggest things that my grandfather used to say to me as a kid, was that the worst thing that happened to us since slavery was integration. I tell our parents that they dropped the ball with us with integration, because when I grew up in Third Ward right here, the whole neighborhood could raise me. Everybody on the block knew my grandmother, my great-grandmother, so I couldn't go up and down the block without saying, that's Mr. Boudreaux's grandson. You know what I'm saying? And I would get a phone call. They would call the school would call my grandfather because he was well known. So by the time I got home, I already got a whooping at school, and my grandfather was waiting on me. Now today, we have destroyed the next generation, because we started letting them do this whole thing is, well, don't talk to them. I'm going to just do mine. I'm going to just take care of mine. Well, I always have this theory. I live right here. I got to go raise the 3 kids in front of me, those 3 houses, the 2 houses on both sides of me. I got to talk to their kids. And the 3 houses behind me, I got to talk to their kids. Because my kids going to go outside and play with them other kids. Now, my kids may be all right, but collectively, we see this young generation. My son is 29, and I keep telling him, we failed y'all, son. Y'all gonna have to fight for civil rights all over again. Y'all gonna have to start everything over that we lost in 50 years from civil rights. So these kids now, this phone that we have, that we love our phones, but that same thing now, don't let them have a childhood. They can pull up porn. They can pull up homosexuality. These kids today don't even know what gender they want to be. And if you really want to ask the question about where does it start, Minister Farrakhan used to say, be mindful of what your woman thinks while they have your babies in their wombs. Because everything they think, hear, feel, touch, it affects the child. And so she gives birth to an angel or a devil all before you ever touch the baby.
Hey, so a few months ago, we talked about this when I had all the guys together. We talked about integration and how it hurt our community. And I believe that when we was segregated, we was better. And I'm always say that because we had to depend on each other. We had no choice. Now we got choices. We don't give a fuck about each other like we used to. Integration.
We don't even matter in the future of this country no more.
We could choose to go back, But ain't none of these motherfuckers gonna do it. Ain't nobody gonna do it.
Nobody.
Because everybody happy and comfortable with how the shit going now. What you got? What you got?
I was
Liz?
just gonna say that, and we're in really good times now, and good times create weak people.
That's right. When it's not war and conflict, you get soft.
Yeah, yeah.
That's it.
So I believe that as black men, when we see these young brothers,
talk to them.
Say something to them.
I do it every day.
Say something to them. I seen a young brother at the gas station one time, had his pants down. I had to say, man, come on, man. What's up, man? How you doing, man? Why you
still sagging?
Why you like, you know what I'm saying? You got to talk to them. Because a lot of them don't have the guidance. And a lot of them don't have men in their positive role models in their life. Because one thing about it, this music and TV and these phones and all this internet shit affects what's going on. I can remember back in the day before all this shit happened, when we just had the movies and radio we listened to. And I can remember my mama always telling me, son, why you listen to that crap? You don't need to listen to that, all that, this and that. I said, Mama, but you let me watch movies. You let me watch Terminator. You let me watch all that shit on TV. This is entertainment too.
Richard Pryor. Definitely. Richard Pryor.
You let me watch Richard Pryor, Eddie Murphy. So, but back then we had a better understanding of what we was doing. Now these kids they don't have no fucking understanding at all. And you can't tell them shit.
I always try to tell these young girls every day when I see them, I say, baby doll, a flower can't do what a tree does and it's found to be beautiful. You can't tattle yourself up like me and think, and some dudes like tats, don't get me wrong. Right. But I try to explain to them that we really, and you ladies in the room, I sit with elders. I don't really normally sit with people my age. I like to sit with 80-year-olds, 75-year-olds. That's our parents' generation to get that last wisdom, because in a minute, they're going to be gone and we're going to be the elders on the block. We the elders on the block. We really are the elders. And these people, these young kids calling us, hey, what's up, old school? I'm like, who the hell you calling old school? Right. But at the same time, when like what you said, I'll talk to these young brothers and they'll thank me. They'll actually thank me that I said something to them, because they say nobody is actually saying nothing to them. Right. And they're orphans all while their mom and daddy was in the house.
Right, and that's why I say it gets back to biblical principles of you got to be a father to the father and be a mother to the motherless. You know what I'm saying? You have to pass down that mentorship, because I had an experience. I had experience when I was like 25 years old, and I was visiting my girl, and her sister was coming home from college, and the father was there, and the sister said, I'm coming home. Everybody was excited, and the sister said, well, I'm bringing my roommate home, to the house with me for the Christmas break. The mother said, oh, ain't number one vagina in this house. See, this is real, because evidently the mother didn't want another woman in the house that wasn't her, and so that's been passed down through the generations, because that same girl who brought her, she had a friend that cheated on her, and now she has that mentality, I can't bring nobody around my husband. So it's just these psychological things that's been pushed down generation, whether it's men or women, pushed down. Hey, you can't trust these broads. You got to watch these broads. That's been passed down. But at the end of the day, you're supposed to love a woman. But you got this curse on your mind of what you can't trust and what you don't like. So I think that it has a lot to do with mentorship. Going back to what you're saying, it has to be passed down. Sit down, because I may have to raise your child. But the fact is that now I can't raise your daughter, because you think it's something crazy, funny going on, So we need the mothers to be mothers to the motherless, and fathers to the fatherless. I think we need that.
Go ahead, darling.
I just wanted to go back to the point about integration. I think that integration and segregation, I think the integration is a good thing. To speak to your point, I'm a product of both, segregation and integration. So I feel like it's community and also what you're raised with in your home, because I can go from hood to corporate and just like that. I've always been in white schools. I've only went to one black school in my entire life. That was 3rd grade. And I said I wanted to go to school with people like me. And I told my mama I made a mistake. I don't. But because I was able to grow up in their world, but also still have my inner city world, because I'm from St. Louis, so we had a thing called desegregation where they bust city students out to predominantly white schools for better education. So because of that, I am able to move around in both worlds, and I feel like as black people, we don't, in the home, we don't embrace the other world, and we don't know how to move around in that other world. It makes us feel uncomfortable. So when, as a community as a whole, when they see black people like me, like I had to teach myself Ebonics. I had to teach myself how to fight because I was picked on because I was an Oreo, or I think I'm better than others, or things like that, and I live in the same neighborhood as you. But because in my household, we couldn't speak broken English, my grandmother, my mother, and my aunts made sure that we knew what was outside of our neighborhood. They took us on trips. They took us to museums. They took the other children with their own money in our neighborhoods outside of what we saw so that we could know that it's something different and better out here. And I feel like as a black community, we don't do that. Again, that comes with the mentorship to see what's outside of what we normally see, because at the end of the day, the reality of it is if you can't move in their world, you're not going to make it. You're not going to make it if you cannot move in their world and know how they think, know how they think and know how they move.
Well, one of the things about it, and I'm glad you said that, we all got different opinions about segregation and desegregation. I said my opinion because I see the disconnect that we have and how we was all raised back in the day in our neighborhoods, that you can get your ass whooped by your neighbor.
Exactly.
And now parents won't even let the grandmothers whoop their kids.
Exactly.
And the parents are not whooping their kids neither, but they wonder why their kids get grown and start whooping their ass.
Because they want to be friends.
Exactly.
My daughter couldn't have a cell phone until she was 15, and that's only because we moved to Houston, and her dad and grandmother begged for her to have a cell phone. I had parental locks on the computer. At 8 o'clock, baby, the cell phone sits on my desk. We don't watch movies. We don't listen to rap music together, none of that. My friends would be like, but you know she listens to it, as she should with her friends, but we're not friends. And so she can be my friend when she's older.
And that's the thing. Now, and that's the thing. I wish we had more parents like you. And if we did, we'll see a difference in our kids. Because a lot of these parents that's out there now trying to be friends with their kids, and it just don't work. It never works. Name a time that you seen this shit, because I've heard kids cussing with their parents, and I'm like, oh, my mama is 70 years old. I'm 47. I still don't cuss around my mother because of the respect. And we just, it's just all fucked up for us now.
It's crazy you saying that, Pop. My mom passed away when I was 16 years old of cancer, right? And my sister and my grandma raised me from then on until now. When I'm in front of my sister, I still don't curse. I don't curse in front of her or my grandma because I feel like it's just not right, because them people I look up to, them people I respect, like me cursing with them. Sometimes I be about to, and I'm like, it just don't feel right just cursing around people who didn't raise me. And I hear kids cursing all the time, or like younger generation kids, right? I coach football. I hear kids cursing. I'm like, bro, what the bro, it ain't no way, bro, I'll be able to say a curse word around my mama and still have all my teeth in my mouth. Yeah. It's no way. And if you think about cursing, or you frown up or something like that, you getting backhand in your face or something like that. And parents, like you said, they don't put their hands in on kids no more at all.
At my high school, when you played ball, you couldn't cuss around the coaches, and you better not say nigga around them. That was two things they didn't play. No cussing, don't say nigga around them. and they had that powder with them that
Yes,
whole
sir.
time on the practice field. And at the stadium, they had the powder with them.
In the hallway.
If they hear you curse or say nigga, say, son, come here. What? Shit. You got your ass whooped by the coaches.
The parents was okay
And the parents was okay with it. You got
Dude,
your ass whooped at school.
I got a question. You remember like when we was younger, right? We enrolled in school, right? They give you that form. They don't get that no more.
Said
right?
corporal punishment.
Yeah,
if you
they
wrong,
don't. They don't do that no more, right?
Check it. Yeah.
It's out because they just know like it's done with.
Bring it back.
Yeah.
See, the problem with bringing it back now, these kids got too many rights.
But yeah, that and you see the students fighting, beating up the teachers.
They got too many rights now. So before they had these, we didn't have no right.
At all.
You had a right to take your ass to school. You had a right to do good in school. And if you don't go abide by those rights, you got your ass in trouble. And that was the difference. We didn't have a choice.
Yeah.
They giving kids choices now. Even like with food. You ask them, what you want to eat? Man, my grandmother cooked that goddamn food. Whatever's on that stove, that's what you ate. And if you didn't eat,
you're gonna be hungry.
Your ass go to bed hungry.
Don't make no cereal.
Don't make no cereal. Don't eat no bread. You're going to eat what she just cooked. Now we giving kids choices.
And we ate leftovers.
And we ate leftovers.
A lot of parents don't even cook now. Everybody just stop and get their kids whatever they want, and then they get McDonald's for the kids. Then they go in a Wingstop or somewhere else to get something to eat for themselves.
Have 3 different meals.
And won't even they don't even cook no more.
Nah, fuck that. If I'm stopping, you gonna eat. Everybody gonna eat this one thing, and that's just what it is. Everybody ain't getting nothing different. I'm not going to Dairy Queen or Sonic. If you want a burger, we all gonna get one place gonna get this burgers, and that's just what it is. But we gotta stop letting our kids have choices. These motherfuckers don't have rights. How the fuck we start giving them rights?
So Pop.
Kids be having cell phones.
Go ahead.
So I asked the question to you, Pop, because I can see you being that teacher that whoop kids. I can see you being that hallway teacher, like I had at Ryan Middle School. But here's the question to everybody in the room: since time is of always the essence, how do we undo all of this damage? You know what I'm saying? How do we undo all of this damage that we're discussing every week to our own race? Because when we get ready to be 70 years old, and those people that's 30 that's going to be 50, what's the future for them? And are we going to be wiped out because of our own ignorance? You know what I'm saying? I care about my man's daughter. I've been watching Leslie's daughter since she was little. He's been watching my son since he was little. You know what I'm saying? So how do we change all these things?
I'm gonna tell you, you got to remove the internet. When you remove the internet, because what it's gonna do is it's gonna force a lot of people to become parents now. Because now a lot of these parents, this is what raises their kids. This is what's raising their kids. They give them a cell phone to keep the kids out their face. They don't know what the kid watching. They don't know what the kid getting into. Now like you say, these kids are being they got an impression right here on their phone. They looking at YouTube. They looking at World Star. They looking at Instagram and seeing all this stuff. And now they feel like that's how they should grow up. That's the life I should live. This is what I should want. What I see on social media.
Well, I'm gonna say this, so it need to be an age limit on cell phones to have a cell phone. That's just my honest opinion. I believe if these kids would just understand having a home phone, and that's how you're gonna communicate.
That's right.
That's just what it is. But we can't undo what's already been done. We can't undo this shit because this shit is already it's here and it's rolling.
Can I please say something, if you don't mind? So can we go back to integration, not for the community, but the community churches? We don't even have that no more. That used to be really where it started, at church. And now we've integrated with their system, how they do church, and you know what I mean? Now they're ridiculing our black preachers because some of the black preachers aren't doing what they're supposed to be doing. So, and you know that the government is running the churches. They sensitize what they're supposed to say now.
So, and that's understandable because the black community was big in the church, and the churches were big in the black community back then. What had happened, though, and it got all fucked up because you got, and I'm not talking about you.
Of course you're not.
You done got these pastors and preachers who's laying hands the wrong way. And not just on women. Not just on women. You got these preachers out here that's preying on young boys too. With ditty gifts, I'm gonna call it. You know, taking them out to lunch, taking them out to eat, taking them shopping.
Right.
Ain't nowhere in hell no grown ass man finna take me shopping no motherfucking well.
We used to live for Vacation Bible School.
Right.
Father Abraham had every son. What?
Do they still? Hold on. Listen, do they still have Vacation
They still
Bible?
have it. They still have it.
No.
Some still?
Let me say this.
Okay, go ahead.
And this is not a defense of anything, but you can't leave the parents out of it. There's still people that bring their kids to church, but you give them options now. Do you feel like going to church today? Or when I grew up, it ain't no option. You getting up and you going. So it kind of comes back to the parent once again. You giving choices. There is no choice but to go. And when you get grown, you can do what you want to do. But as long as you under my roof, you're going to make it to church. If I get up, you getting up. Or you going to get out. One of the two.
Right, because I think that if you don't evolve, you dissolve, you know? And so with me being raised in Third Ward CUNY Home Projects, all black. I went to Peck Elementary, all black. I'm going to integration area, what we were talking about. I can identify with you, and Pop knows. And so when I went to all black school, and then I turned around and went, I was raised in church already. I went to church 6 nights a week. My mom, we in the Word. We in the Word. I got a Bachelor of Arts in Ministry, so I know what I'm talking about on them levels. But one thing I learned about the integration of is that when I came to the north side, I moved to the north side when I was in 6th grade. I got around white kids. I ain't never seen white kids like this in my life. But I evolved so much because, like, I learned about Bon Jovi, U2, Saliva, Smashing Pumpkins. And so with that being said, man, that opened up my mind to just dating outside black. Because it started opening up doors intellectually, having a conversation. But when I came back to the inner city community to visit my friends, I no longer fitted in. Because the more you become educated, the more you become segregated. And that's a whole nother realm of thought. You know what I'm saying? So I think what integration is good. It's good too. But at the end of the day, you can't be too pro-black. And the fact is, but your child best friend is a white girl. And now she's acting pro-black, and you passing that seed down, a Black Panther spirit. You know what I'm saying? I think everything should be in decency and in order. You know, when you evolve.
Well, I went to all black schools. All black schools. Yeah. Like my high school, we probably had 8% Hispanic, and all the rest colored. I'm just gonna say that. All the rest colored. And when I say doing some colored shit, but I say that to say this, but when I did grow up, my dad did come pick me up, and he did take me around his white friends, so I did see another side. So I was able to see but them motherfuckers had money. He took me around white people that had money. I said this story once before. He took me to Katy when Katy was ain't shit like how it is now. It was nothing but white people out there in Katy. And I get around these white people, and I'm like, yeah, these motherfuckers got money. They kids got money. They buy me hot dogs and nachos, and we going to skating rinks and all this and shit. I got $5 for the whole weekend. That's all my old man can give me. But I ain't spend none of it because these white kids paying for everything. And I'm like, hold on. I ain't know no better, so I'm saying to myself, damn, I want to be white shit. And y'all motherfuckers got every goddamn thing. You know, I ain't know no better, but that's what you see. That's what you see because they in these big-ass fancy houses, and I got to go back to a 2-bedroom, little bitty house. on the block.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
On the block. I got to go back to this shit. When I just came from this shit, when these kids got their own room. And I got a share room with 3-4 other people in the house. Like, you can see the difference. And then as you get older, you always say, that's what I want. I want to strive for that.
There you go.
But don't get lost neither.
That's
trying to get there. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
That's exactly the point that I like to make about the integration part. It's a blessing that you are able to see and experience the other side, but there is a community who's operating in a white world without them. If you take a little trip down Bel Air, pass up Sharpstown, and keep going toward the Beltway,
whole Chinatown,
you're going to see signs change. You're going to see everything change. And they're existing in a white world, but they've kept their community together. So, and I believe where we lost is that we've reached out so far for the white aspect of our world that we neglected our own. A guy said one time, he said, have you been in a restaurant and saw a large, let's say, Asian family eating there? No matter, pick a restaurant you've been in and look around at the people. You see a large white family, you see a large Hispanic family, see a large black family, but where do they eat in a large? They eat together. They eat in their own community. So that's why I say that it's a positive and a negative to our aspect as far as integration, because we've strived so hard to achieve that side that we neglected us.
Can I chime in?
So I want to say it's not that we're trying to achieve their side. It's that we're trying to achieve what we feel like is wealth, or that we've made it. Because if you hang around white people with money, they don't dress like us. They dress just regular, plain, raggedy. I went to school. I would equivalate the schools that I went to like people that lived in the Woodlands, right? So they're driving model year Benzes and stuff to school, but they come to school with holes in their clothes, raggedy shoes. You go to their house, it's not the best decorated house, but they have money, they have investments, they have all of these things. And where we feel as a community, we want to wear our wealth to make people feel like we've made it. So I think that's kind of where the disconnect is with people my age, with their children. They wanted to give their kids what they didn't have.
Absolutely.
Meaning, I'm going to give you the best of this, I'm going to give you designer this, I'm going to give you designer that. I'm just going to be very transparent. My baby daddy's in the streets. Street dude. He wants to buy my daughter all name brand stuff. Gucci, look. No, ma'am. No, sir. She can't wear that. You can't. Yes, because she's not going to grow up to think that is the norm. She's not going to grow up to feel like she has to have this or do whatever she needs to do to have these things like her mama did when she got grown. And so for me, that was the determining factor. And it's also having my grandmother and my aunts who were very big in the community to build up the community to be like, no, you can't do that. We have to have this structure, that structure. So like a lot of you guys, I have like 1,000 kids that I claim are my kids because I feel like it takes a community. I'm going to expose you to different things so you can see different things, but also be proud of who you are. But as the black community, I get shunned so much for being bougie. They look at me and be like, oh, you bougie. Why I'm bougie? You don't even know me. I just walked in the room. Why am I bougie? So as black people, we tear down other black people based on the things that they may wear or the way that they speak, the things that they like, or the places that they go. And I feel like as a community, we have to do better with that. And like you said, like we give our kids everything. We have to stop giving our kids everything and say, no, my daughter can tell you she done missed 3 Christmases and a couple of birthdays. I cried about the first one. But after that, I didn't cry anymore because you're not going to get this. Your grades, if your behavior doesn't match it, you can't have it because it happened to me. My grandmother, my mom was like, no, ma'am. Your school is your job. Go to school, do what you need to do. That's all you need to do. And be respectful of your elders and allow others to discipline your children. I used to think my grandmother had eyes in the back of her head because how you at work and I'm 3 blocks over and you know I'm over here. I literally used to think that till I got grown. Like, how you know where I'm at? But again, it's community, and I think that's where we need to start back is with the community and just getting involved in the community.
Okay, yeah. Give me 1 second. You still got something?
No, I mean, back to, I heard what you were saying about, like in Houston, I'm from 3rd Ward, so I went to Ryan, Dotson, Turner, but I ended up breaking camp and ended up having to go to Bel Air because of where we lived at. You know what I'm saying? Because I was living by the Reliance Stadium. I went to Bel Air in '85, and it was like Fast Times at Ridgemont High. You dig what I'm saying? That was like a whole different culture shock of what the hell's going on here. But then them white teachers didn't care about us. You know what I'm saying? As black kids. And the black kids that was from there was the bougie kids from Johnston, Persian, Welch. I'm just messing with my man over here. But ultimately, I broke camp and went to Madison and was happy to get back in a black world. But I do understand what you're saying. We have to be able to go. And luckily, my grandfather had a black business over here for 55 years that he did furniture. So we had to go to white folks' houses in River Oaks and I had to deliver furniture. And I watched in the 70s, it looked like it was a time warp because I saw black maids with black maid outfits on. You dig what I'm saying? I still see black women driving old white folks around in River Oaks to go shopping. You dig what I'm saying? That world still exists. Savannah, Georgia, in 2009, it was in a time warp still. You dig what I'm saying? Certain places, it's not integration. It's still segregation. But ultimately, once again, how are we going to save our kids? My man's pop said the phone is done. I like kids having phones because you guess what? I can't put an air tag on their collar every day when they walk out the house. So I can track my daughter and see where she going. You dig what I'm saying? You need that phone to track them nowadays. Or if they get abducted, they can call you if they running away from home versus there ain't no phone booth no more. Right. But at the same time, you're right, because it's made us dumb. I don't know your phone number unless I look at my phone. Right. But the key is how do we, and you said you got to go live in their world to see how they operate. I get it. But ultimately, when you go in their world, you still a nigga.
Yes.
All right? And you no matter what, they still don't always, not all of them, because my daddy, I just did his DNA. I'm like, Daddy, you got 57% European in you. I mean, you white, but we are, hey, it is what it is. But the end all be all is we still have to operate our world because our neighborhoods are gone. Our indigenous 3rd Ward, 4th Ward, 5th Ward, City Gas, Pleasantville, they're going to be gone in a minute. And white folks we'll kill up each other in our own hood and let white folks walk right past us and never say nothing to them.
Okay, no, go ahead. Let's go. Come on.
I was ridiculed by my brother who ended up playing NBA, and he ended up getting a white girl. I wasn't mad about him getting a white girl because I was just happy for him to have a woman. I didn't want him to be with no man, so I want him to be with a woman, But however, I said, you diluting us. You're like a black man to me is the most sexiest human being alive. You hear me? The bone structure, the natural muscles,
Thank
all
you.
that.
Thank you. Thank you. We appreciate you.
But they diluting it. They keep messing with people that's smaller than them. Like every species has its own breed. You feel what I'm saying? Like you're not gonna see an eagle flocking with some crows and mating with a pigeon. And no, you're not gonna do it. So I'm like, why would you go? To me, the Europeans are beneath us. We were the big ones. You feel me? We was the masculine ones. The women could carry baskets on their head. Right now, you put a basket on my head, I'm going to faint. You feel me? So I'm just saying we're getting weaker and weaker. Right. So when I told him, I said, you getting all this money now, bro. You need to put it back in our community. You know what the fool went and did? He went and bought a church for the white people. I was like, what about us?
Bought a what?
A church. Yeah. What you mean we niggas? What?
Man, he could have bought. He could have used that money. Listen. He could have got us a church, cause I'll be your deacon. I got a pastor right here. Hey, we could have recycled that money ourselves. What you talking about? What you got? What you got?
So I'm from Oklahoma, and the majority of people there were white. Okay, Indians and white. I grew up on near Fort Sill, which is our artillery base for Army. When I came to Houston, I was very proper. My etiquette was very proper. And as you know, the beautiful chocolate I am, I still was told, "Oh, you act like a white girl," and this, that, and the other, and I didn't understand the north-south side thing. I didn't understand that at all, because we don't own a stitch of soil, but you mad because I live on the north side, or you from the north side. I don't mess with the north side. I don't mess with the south side. But my thing is, you ask, how are we going to change it? We have to change within ourselves first. We all want our children to have much more than what we had, but you need to explain to them the things that you are going to get for them. I would never reward my child if they're doing bad in school, or if they're doing, if their attitude is bad, if they're talking bad. My kids didn't talk back. And I'm like you, sir. My kids don't even say damn or hell around me. If my daughter says, she's 28 years old, she's like, "Oh, Mom, I'm sorry." Even if she get ready to say it, she backs up. So that's just something that you instill in a child as a child. They'll grow up and remember that. So this white, black, we need to, as collective, just our race, we need to embrace each other. We need to change before we can try to change anything else.
All right, thank you. Let me say something. Fellas, I want y'all to thank the ladies for carrying this show, because it's supposed to be y'all show. I just want to say that shit. Thank you, ladies. Somebody had something to say?
Just to piggyback on what Slim just said, I'm going to kind of stir it up. At some point, there's got to be some self-accountability. You can't keep blaming the white man for everything, because he is not responsible for a lot of things that we don't have or do have or whatever. We simply do it. And somebody said you said a moment ago, and that's not to say all black people are poor, because we all are not poor, but folk that are broke dress rich. Folk that are rich dress poor, and they stay rich. We, at some point in time, we have to say, look in the mirror, say, I don't like what I see. I want something different, so therefore I need to do something different. Plain and simple.
Let me just say this, please, if you don't mind, and this is respectfully. It's in a man's nature. It's in every male species' nature. In every male species' nature is the most flamboyant creature. You guys do that naturally. You dress like that because you're trying to attract the female. So it's not always just about them wanting to go and buy the most expensive thing. It's just in your nature to want to be, you know what I'm saying, the more beautiful. Like the lion, he got the mane. The peacock with the big fat, that's a male. Have you seen a female peacock? Ugly as fuck, right? But we women are doing way more to attract y'all than really y'all were the ones who was supposed to be attracting us. So I'm okay with them dressing, I understand.
I know what you. But
why do we need to tell our young men that they can't dress a certain way just because?
We're not saying that they shouldn't dress a certain way. He's just saying that it's
Right, don't spend over your means. I get that.
Well,
It'd be knockoff anyway.
It's like, to me, it's impossible. When you go back in history, let's deal with facts, right? It was impossible for Harriet Tubman to move all those people without some good white folks. It was impossible. It was impossible. And Harriet Tubman said about our own black people, I could have freed more slaves if I could convince them that they were slaves. You know what I'm saying? So I think that the white man on my back, I ain't never seen a white man on my back. But because some of us have different experiences. I live with white people that took me out the projects, and I stayed at their homes. My brother graduated from West Point University. That school George Washington went to, my brother, a black brother. And so I think everybody's experiences are different, and I think that we stop thinking about what we have in common, not what we have as different.
I'm going to tell you this, you can, as a man, the shit that you see I got on, the most suspicious thing I got on, well, besides the necklace, it's my shoes. My pants and my shirts, pretty much. But here's my. It's about how you put it together.
I don't spend a lot of money on clothes. I don't spend a lot of money on clothes because it don't matter to me. Right. I go somewhere that's cheap, and I go to Zara. I go to Zara and get some stuff that's not less expensive, and put it together and make it look like I got a lot of money.
Absolutely.
But at the end of the day, nah.
Hey, Pop, since we're on that subject, so because I'm a brand designer, right, for our own clothing brand, right? And so what I see on a lot of social media is I see a lot of African-American men starting their own clothing brands, right? And this is something I do. I study this all day long, right? Because there are other races who do it, but for some reason it just, the algorithm just shows me a bunch of young black men doing their own clothing brand. And what I've started to notice is, yes, people are still buying designer stuff, but you don't see it as much. I'm not seeing it as much. What people are doing is going to these boutiques, going to these people who got these cheaper end clothing brands, but it give you that sense of that was expensive because the way they put it together, right? So with that said, I shop on Fashion Nova. I just recently started doing that, and a lot of that stuff is cheap. My sister put me on. She bought me some Fashion Nova jeans. It was $7. And that's one of my favorite pair of jeans. And it goes back to whatever, I don't know which one of the women said that a lot of women are doing way more to impress men, right? And that is so very true. You want to know, you going to get your lips done. You getting hair done. You getting fake body parts. Like, as far as, like, I watched a documentary where a woman, she asked 20 women, what do you think men like, BBLs or natural body? All 20 women said BBL. All 20, she asked 20 men. All 20 men said natural.
Natural.
So I kind of feel like the narrative has flipped around because men used to do a lot of stuff to try and impress women when we used to deal with before it was cool to go get your body done. When we used to see all these women, we thought they were still fine. They could just naturally the way they were. And now it's women out here trying to go get all this stuff done to trying to impress a man.
Let me tell you something, ladies. Let me tell you something. Honestly, niggas don't give a fuck about your eyelashes.
I do.
They don't. Now hold on. Listen to me. No. Listen to me. Most men, the first thing they look at is gonna be your feet and your hands. I'm
this is a man saying it. This is a man telling you.
I'm a man. I'm telling you the truth. I'm a man. I'm telling you the truth.
But I can't see your ass if I'm in front of you.
No, I'm talking about that's the initial. That's the part that gets me there. That's the part that gets the man there. After that, once he come up to you and meet you, he's looking at your feet and at your hands. Exactly. He's looking at those. After that, eyelashes and shit, I mean.
That's just all a plus.
That's just a plus.
I'll give you an example, Pop.
A lot of ladies, y'all, I heard somebody saying that y'all doing all this extra stuff, right? Y'all don't ever ask your man, y'all so worried about following other chicks and what they doing than asking the dude that you with what he likes. Because I tell women, I'll take you bald as me before I take you with anything that's attached to your head that's not coming out your scalp. I'd rather you be with your natural nails, your natural face. Somebody said look like a frog over there. Whatever it be. You know what? Some sisters go through cancer. I walk past women that have cancer and they have no hair. And I say, you know what, lady? My mama had cancer. She lost her hair. You are beautiful. You dig what I'm saying? That's going to come back in a whole different way. But the kids, don't follow. Y'all so busy following each other than actually looking at the women that came before you. The women that came before you. I remember being a kid, and they used to say, Donna Ross got a weave. And I was like, what does that mean, Grandma? What is a wig or a weave? But y'all wanted today, eyelashes fake, everything. Y'all talk about eating out and eating with the Asians. Y'all spend more money making them Asians rich. Timmy Chan. Oh, my God, they millionaires off of us. The nail salon. Y'all don't go to black women to get y'all don't even do your own nails no more.
All right, check it out. Hold on, listen. Hold on, ladies. Time out.
Respect the mic, please. Respect the mic. All right. So I'm gonna go back to something you just said. You said Donna Ross and all that, and the funny thing you said about that, because the other day I'm down the street. We was at Wall Street, and these women going in and out of 50-15 faces and all that. So we sitting on the patio watching, and I'm noticing all these women wearing cowboy hats, cowboy boots, and then I'm on Instagram and I see Beyonce in it. I said, Beyonce done started a whole fucking trend.
Following the wrong people.
And listen. And not only, it ain't rodeo no more. No, it ain't rodeo. This was just the other day. Listen to me.
This ain't the rodeo.
Listen, respect the mic. Listen to me. I don't give a damn. It was little women, medium-sized women, big-ass women, all of them dressed in cowboy shit and just this gear. And I'm like, no, it ain't Texas. It's this woman called Beyonce.
Y'all ain't been doing that.
That started this trend.
I'm going to have to beg to differ because I'm not a native Houston or native Texan.
Okay.
But moving here 14 years ago, almost 15 years ago, I have friends who trail ride. I've never been on a trail ride. But most of my friends wear cowboy hats and cowboy boots all the time.
Trust me.
So it's not a trend. I think that you're noticing it now because Beyonce is now wearing it. So now you're noticing.
No. I've been in Houston all my life.
Women don't wear cowboy hats.
I know about trail riders. Everybody in Houston, we know about trail riders.
Well, a lot of my friends, they've been wearing it.
And I understand that. That's your friends and that's trail riders. That's something totally different.
Wear it to the grocery store.
They wear it all the time.
Listen to me. That's something totally different. So we know about trail riders. We've been to Houston all our lives. Now, this trend with the cowboy boots, the cowboy hats, the glitter shit, the shingles on the side and all that shit.
But you think about that. Come on, y'all. Like, all bullshit aside, we all been in Houston for a long ass time. The only time we see women dressed like that is during the rodeo. That man just said the rodeo was over with a few weeks ago. It's no way he should be at a lounge and then he see a plethora of women all dressed like that, and then you go online and you see, oh, okay, now I see why all these women are dressed like that. It just
the influence of celebrities. The influence of celebrities, certain celebrities, is off the charts.
It is.
Beyonce.
I'll give you an example, Pop.
Go ahead.
When Jay-Z.
In the 80s with gold chains, though. I ain't gonna lie. The brothers, we did it with the gold chains.
Yeah, I'm going there as well. Now, Jay-Z changed the culture for men's dress as well. We were wearing the oversized tees, the giant big tees and all that. Then Jay-Z came out with the fitted cap and the button-up shirts. And then, so the trends do make a difference, but as far as the influence about what women believe men want, a lot of y'all's competition is with each other. Yep. Women know the difference between a $50 wig and a $1,500 wig. Men, I'm saying, I'm not speaking exactly, I'm talking about in general. Do women really believe a man is going to look at a woman who's looking nice, dressed nice, and go, she would have been all right, but that wig is a little too cheap for me.
The lace front. The lace front.
And so I'm just saying, a lot of that, if you make your face up and you're cute, whether you have on MAC makeup or Walgreens, is a woman's choice. Men, that's above our scope of noticing that.
Tad, if you hear your homeboy say, man, she got that Mac on with that lace front and blah, blah, blah. Something wrong with your homeboy. If he start talking about a woman and, he a little.
But what about this, Pop? Okay.
A little suspect.
I got a question for the women.
Yeah.
I got a question for the women.
Hold on, listen up.
I got a question for y'all women, right? So say you talking to a dude, right? And you find out he got fake jewelry and his designer clothes are fake. Are you going to judge him off of that? You will, right? So okay, so listen to this. No, so listen to this. Hold on, Paul. Let me hit him with this. So why you walking around with fake ass, fake titties, fake eyebrows, fake eyelashes, and a fake wig? But you don't.
Wait.
But you don't.
Because women.
What if I had fake hair? What if I had a faux locks?
It's not even about that. Listen. It's not even regardless if the jury turn your neck green or not. It's still not real, right? You weren't born with those double D titties. You weren't born with that fat ass booty. You weren't born with those long curly ass eyelashes. You weren't born with that 54-inch long whatever the hell you got on your head. You weren't. I'm just saying the women who you don't want a man to say that you'd expect us to just accept that because you wouldn't got that done. But if I got fake clothes on or fake jewelry, it's a problem. You gonna judge me off of that.
But it's a fad. You got to think about it. Everything is a fad. Whatever came into social media when it started popping. Women start wearing what? The lace fronts, the eyelashes, getting their bodies done. Hey, I'm a thick girl. I don't have none of that on me. I'm plain Jane. People see and mimic whatever they see is what's hot right then and there. Once it dissipates, then what? What's the next fad? Because a lot of women are starting to take out their breasts. They're starting to take out all those booty injections and whatever else they get done. I don't even know the name for it. There you go. They're taking all that out. So what's gonna be next?
It's not because they want to. It's because they constantly getting sick. But if they could keep it, they'll keep it.
No, it's a fad. It's a fad. Just like back in back when Jordans was popping, back in the 80s. Remember when Jordan was on the court with NBA? Everybody started buying Jordans, right? It kind of fad out a little bit in the 90s. It picked back up again, early 2000s. Now everybody's collecting them. So I believe, to me, everything is just a fad.
What happened to them girl? Hey, what happened to them ladies? What happened to the ladies? I was watching the Freaknik little video the other day, and I was like, what happened to them sisters that had they real? Them sisters in the 90s look way different than the sisters today.
Men overlook those type of women. You know why? Men overlook those type of women.
I can't hear you at all. What'd you say?
No, I'm saying men overlook natural women
they
because
popping
they go
ass
over
and
the
loose even
BBLs.
more now.
No, the question was how those sisters look in the 90s. No,
he's saying like how women.
No.
All right, listen. Okay, so how many minutes we got? 1 minute. Okay, so we're gonna wrap this up. So we really talked about a lot. We went over a lot of things today, honestly, and it's good dialogue because we talk about a lot of stuff. And thank you, ladies, for helping these guys out because they needed help. And I know next week y'all not gonna need help because y'all motherfuckers just talk anyway, regardless. So I know next week that you ladies don't need the guys' help at all, but they gonna say something. We already know they gonna say something, but we know y'all just gonna take off of whatever I come up with next week. So once again, I want to thank the fellas for doing this. We call this a reset. So we resetting one more time with the ladies next week, and then after that, we're gonna go into bringing everybody back. Now, what I will say, anybody out there that knows strippers want to come on the show, I need some strippers to come on the show. No, not next week. No, I don't know strippers anymore. Yeah, I don't know any more strippers. My stripper knowing days is over. So because reason why I want them to be in a conversation with ladies, regular ladies, and strippers. Not saying strippers ain't regular ladies, but they're not in that profession. So I just some stuff that I want to talk about with them. And not only that, we're going to eventually have some LGBTQ people coming through. So we're going to have a different perspective on that lifestyle and talk about it. Because there's a lot of things that us regular people want to know and a lot of things they probably want to know too. And we all got to get along because that's the way life is going right now. But fellas, once again, thank you, man. Thank you guys for coming out and helping me out. Ladies, thank y'all. Next week is y'all time. We're gonna get into some more stuff, And I always can't wait to talk to y'all because y'all are very talkative people. Very, very talkative people. So yeah, next week we're gonna talk about some things, and I thank y'all. So you want me to go and finish up right now? Okay. So once again, it's your boy Pop. Big Stick Energy. This is how we do it each and every Thursday. So if you want to come by and be a part of the show, you can. Just make sure you be here at 6:30. We start around 7-ish, 7:30-ish, color folk time. Make sure you be here. If you want to get on the panel, you get chose to pick. You can be on our panel. You can talk to us and see what's on your mind. Also, Big Stick Energy is brought to you by Brock Brand. Go out and get your Brock Brand. It's online right now. Look it up, Brock Brand. That's BROCK, BRAND brand. Also, Quad Houston. We open Wednesday through Sunday at Quad Houston. Make sure you make your way through here. Good food, good drink, good people, and good music right here at Quad Houston. If you want some cigars, some sticks. Right now, I'm smoking a electric cigar. So we do have these coming real soon, these electric cigars. So come to the Den, Cigar Lounge, 4608 Almeda. Once again, I want to thank everybody for being a part of the Big Stick Energy show, and also follow Big Stick Energy at Big Stick Energy HTX on IG. I need all the followers and subscribe to Big Stick Energy on YouTube. All the subscribers, we need your help. We need everybody to subscribe if you haven't already, and have somebody else to subscribe and watch a couple of videos. I thank everybody once again. I got the big stick, and I got all the energy, and I want to thank everybody for coming out and tuning in with us. Thanks.
No more, I never pull up with that list in the 4 when I smoke cigars. It ain't just